Let's see. Sai-Hong likes Vesper well enough, so Sai-Hong is going to come down yon and give Baiguang advantage against the bull. He was the one that like kicked the cage, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
several times actually.
So yes.
And for the moment, we're going to give you orange until we settle.
This is acceptable, and that is Sai-Hong's turn.
Mm-hmm. I guess maybe yellow would be more fitting, but whatever. We'll do that later. Corvine, your turn.
Corvine's gonna rush over here, hearing Dandy. And then see the situation and start firing at the bull.
All right. So who are you shooting?
The bull.
Who?
Shoot the bull at the bull.
Oh, the bull. Blech, sorry. I thought you said a bow.
No, she doesn't have a bow. Well,
Gotcha.
she has a bow. She has a bow mechanically, but not
as such.
Yes.
All right.
So
that is a hit.
And that is another menace.
All right. Let's see. That's a wisdom save. This is on the bull. Of course, he rolls a 15 on the dice.
Still, he's taken 14 damage.
That is no small amount of damage. All right. You take 14 damage. And he's a bit surprised. And he looks around trying to figure out where that came from and looks up and spots you. How many of you are there?
Release him now.
Anything else, Corvine?
Nope.
Baiguang, it's your
Corvine's
turn.
just gonna sit there staring at him with more icicles forming.
Let's
Icicles.
Icicles.
Baiguang is
Icicles.
gonna take a few steps just for like better line of sight, and he's going to firebolt the bull.
Sounds good. You're rolling. I'm not rolling.
Let's see. There we
It's
go.
always a 50-50 chance with casters whether or not the DM's rolling or not.
Indeed.
That is a hit. As he takes another hit, he's like, "What? How ready?"
And then Baiguang moves back over to Tanya.
All right. Ooh, pretty lights.
Pretty light.
And that makes it the boar's turn.
Boar.
He's going to move over here, remaining next to Dandy. He doesn't have to do that, but that's not the point. And let's see here. That is a miss. And that's even worse. Carry on. Amber, it is your turn. So, what you gonna do? This is a good question indeed. I mean, you essentially have this bull who's kicking the proverbial puppy. You have this big ugly boar who's trying to beat up on Dandy, failing. This other not so handsome stag attempting to help. This great big old spider currently being dazzled by pretty lights. That's more or less it, unless you want to like cross the battlefield to be able to get to the guy next to Saye, who's currently
being interrogated, essentially.
Yes.
I would suggest the target's down here.
Two left. No, there's three left down there.
Or
What
go
comes
for
in of it.
the freaky flying snake.
No.
Yeah, go for the freaky snake. It didn't give you advantage this time, so you have to get mad at it.
Attack the flying snake that's flittering above the flying deer.
Flying deer, that's preposterous.
Doesn't exist.
Totally a deer, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's an old doe's tail.
Mm-hmm. You can actually jump off the roof as part of your movement. You'll just need to make an acrobatics check to avoid taking falling damage as you land on the ground.
Of course, you could just tank that falling damage like a champ.
Use your reaction to cut it in half.
It's just a flesh wound. Alright, so where are you moving to?
Oh, you're gonna run up and start attacking in melee?
Alright, sounds good.
Go for it. And hop.
Now you can't be on the space the guy is. You cannot occupy the same space as a...
Yeah, you could stand on these, and then I think you'd be flanking with Dandy, or no?
No, you have to directly opposite.
Okay.
So from Dandy, she'd have to be over here to flank.
That is up another roof.
Yep.
Yeah,
You
that's
can
it.
flank with Vesper instead. Totes.
However,
Really. Oh, that's good enough. I'm going to go ahead and move you back just
Okay.
a square so you're not sitting on top of the guy.
I know she jumped on top of him from the roof and stabbed as she fell.
yeah,
She's Marioing the guy.
I mean, if you
Unless
actually
he's
want
going
to...
Assassin's Creed.
I mean,
No,
if you
don't.
actually...
don't Mario the guy. He's got antlers.
Okay,
Oh no.
if you actually want to jump onto the guy, I'm not going to stop you. You can actually do so, and I'll figure out what that means. Either way, I'm going to need an attack roll.
She already gave you an attack roll.
She got a
And you
15.
said it was good,
Oh, okay then.
I think.
No, that was the
Oh.
No, that was
Oh,
acrobatics.
no, it's the acrobatics. Never mind.
All right.
Ah,
Also, to
that's
You're-
also plus 3 more.
18. Yeah.
yes, when you make your attack rolls, it's actually going to be 1d20 plus 6. 3 from your dexterity, 3 from your proficiency.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, hits. Yes.
You are proficient in the stabby.
No problem.
Now
That
roll
said,
damage.
so yes, roll damage. You hit
Don't
the
think-
guy.
But
And
no
you
sneak attack this time, unfortunately.
No, you should get their sneak attack because Dandy's there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
for some reason
Dang.
I thought that required flanking.
Nope. It just gives advantage, which is always nice to have.
I forgot about that. Just needs an enemy of your target adjacent to them.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead and roll me some damage. As all of a sudden I imagine Amber going "Ah!" from the ceiling top.
Anyway, yes, but
Hey.
roll your sneak attack as well.
Yes, roll me some sneak attack as you
4d6 or whatever.
With her enchanted dagger,
as you go bonkers with your magical wooden dagger.
dealing bludgeoning damage.
Well, I'm not sure how you managed to do 20 damage with a wooden dagger, but you did.
Rogues, man. Rogues be like that.
as he looks up at you like, what the? And you hit him. The first time you hear the wooden dagger, he's like, what are you saying? Ah! And all of a sudden, he's well perforated with wooden holes. Is there anything else, Amber? Cool. All right. The big guy is like, all right, everybody stop, or the guy in here dies.
Danny says, go ahead.
He looks sort of a bit surprised.
He's just glaring him on, just encouraging him to do it.
Well, you asked for this! He turns around. Oh no, I grabbed the wrong thing. I want the bull. Thank you. Okay. Turns around and he hits.
He hits Dandy as the Umbro butterflies right in.
Much to his surprise. Oh no, I want to grab the carriage. I want to grab the guy. Since his head is where his square actually is.
Yeah, as he poofs from that spot and just weaves himself right in between them.
Well, then he will miss you with an impromptu attack roll that he's suddenly surprised with. And looks at you with great big eyes like, what the?
I told you not to mess with me.
Well, that's his turn. Making it this guy's turn. Boss, help, I'm bleeding bad! Put your back into it, you wimp! He strikes out at Amber. I'm gonna guess a 10. Doesn't beat your armor class.
Didn't you know Amber has negative dex all along?
Yeah, okay. He tried and failed. Sorry, buddy. I think your days are numbered. He looks up. Well, I don't know. My boss just found us together and said, "Hey, we're taking this chump to some place near the main road to the south. I don't know. We're just supposed to drop him off, and someone else is supposed to pick him up or something like that."
Shame he doesn't know how to undo the spell from the cage.
Is that good enough? Please? And that's his turn. Dandy, the very, very angry sheep. Your turn.
Oh, I'm gonna bash his head. Well, actually, no, I'm not gonna bash his head in. I don't have a bashing weapon. I'm gonna just tear his face apart with a whip.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea.
Indeed.
I presume the boar will be unchallenged, correct?
Yeah,
There's somebody more deserving.
20.
That is a hit.
Bull has been challenged.
All right, he takes 7 damage and
So close to a very convenient 20.
so close, but you definitely hit.
CX. And the dagger will stab him in the back.
Shocking turn of events.
Boom. Oh,
No, I can't remember that where his head is his actual. He's just 2 squares long.
I doubt I can flank with my knife.
I don't know if it counts as an ally or not.
It does.
Let me see if spiritual weapon says anything about that.
Yeah. But go ahead and roll once, and if you miss, then we'll worry about it.
Why is my
What?
internet so slow?
Of course. Well, while we're looking up, why don't we go ahead and move on to Sai for the moment? Is there anything else you want, Dandy?
No, these are all my actions.
Cool. All right, let's go.
And I'm not moving from this spot.
Fair enough. All right, let's go to Sai while Stars looks that up.
Spiritual weapon doesn't say anything about counting as a. Of course, flanking isn't in the base rules, so it wouldn't say that.
That's also a point to be made.
So it is not mentioned one way or another.
Yay.
I'm going to say no on this one,
Alas.
and then remind me if I try. Then remind me if I try to pull this nonsense with a monster.
Okay.
Where a monster has multiple points of origins for its attacks, but only one monster exists.
Well, no, more like. Well, I suppose that's a fair enough point, but more like if a monster tries to use a dancing weapon or something like that, I'm like, well, because this they get advantage. Like, no, you made that ruling way back did? But yes,
Yeah.
you did. Like, oh, I probably did. So okay.
Say, yes, you made that rule and I missed because of it.
But yes, Sae, it is your turn.
Because that's essentially what a dancing weapon is. You're picking a different point for you to throw an attack from.
Sae?
Oh yeah, midnight.
Yeah, I was again. Don't worry about it.
Okay. It's your turn though.
Yeah, I know.
I would say would use that once per day reckless attack with it, but I already used that, so.
Alas.
Anyways, Saya wasn't satisfied, and she was also injured by this guy.
Rip. And tear.
However,
Well-
she's not going to attack with the magic weapon. She's going to quickly draw the quote sword of vengeance. Totally not a sword of vengeance right now. And try
Extract
to
some
stab him
vengeance.
with it.
And what?
And try to stab him with it.
Yeah, she's
Alright.
trying to exact some vengeance
Give me
with
give
the
me
not
attack.
sword of vengeance.
Give me attack with advantage. You hit. Doing 13 damage. He's still up. And screaming bloody murder at this point.
And that means he is unfortunately going to get the rest of it. I had an idea for where this was going to go, but he's going to have to take the rest. This still advantage or normal?
Yeah, I'll let you keep advantage.
Sweet. Okay, that's also the crit. But
Oh dear.
that's not. That crit isn't adding the +5 as well. So that would actually be 35.
I see.
Rip. So
Your rolls are to add the 5 again, right?
my rules are just roll your damage and multiply it by 2.
Okay, so normal stuff. So it's 30.
Yeah, I do that because it's simple, it's quick and easy. It's not weird or complicated in any way.
Okay.
Let's see.
Eviscerated.
As you well, if you eviscerate him, congratulations. You basically whoosh, and his innards sort of spill out on the street.
I mean, it was with psychic damage, so I don't know how that's going to work.
That's
Simple.
what it felt
Mine.
like to him.
No, look. You stab him in the chest and his head explodes. Just like no.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Well, that makes head explosion number 3.
Now we have 2 suspects.
Well,
As
shoot.
as you insert your rapier, and all of a sudden he can.
Well, I guess he couldn't handle it. And for movement action, she's going to just head over here.
All right, so is that everything, Sae?
Yeah.
Saihong.
Let's see. Advantage to Amber on that buck.
Sounds good to me.
She
Corvine.
no longer has a sneak attack buddy.
Is that some falling damage?
Probably.
Yeah, some falling damage.
Oh no.
All right. Your attempts to gracefully descend from the roof involves a courtesy kiss to the stones.
Does Corvine give him a hornet bomber?
Hold on.
The Armika attack?
But what if I fail in style by gliding down with my wing?
That's not flying.
Well, you
There's
rolled
no
acrobat-
fail in that.
There's
Yeah, since you rolled acrobatics, I'm just going to say you jumped from the ceiling. And you take 3 damage as you smack into the floor.
Okay.
but roll deception to play it off like it wasn't no thing.
Your wings got caught.
You totally meant to do that.
Take you do realize that's a 19 on the roll on that deception.
Hey, he's buying it.
Yeah, no, everyone's fine.
Oh, see, you're making me think of Batley
Okay, and you
from
see that
Eureka's Castle.
cow, though I should have done this earlier.
I meant
Mm-hmm.
He's taking wise fights.
All right, the second one hits. And these are range attacks, correct?
Yes.
Okay. As an ice spike finds its way into one of his ribs, and he bells out, "Oh!" He's not looking as sturdy as he once was, to put it mildly. Anything else, Corvine?
I'm gonna stare at the boar if he's looking in this direction.
Oh, I should probably stop. There we go. All right, Baiguang, it is your turn.
let's see. Baiguang is. Let's see. He's gonna Sacred Flame the boar.
All right. That is a dexterity save. He fails it. Yep, he fails.
Yeah.
Oh, more damage.
12 damage from you, you ugly sack. Moving on.
And
Anything else, Baiguang?
Nope. I'm just making sure Tanya doesn't wander off somehow.
She's not really going anywhere. She's too busy just...
Make sure nothing else wanders over.
Right, well...
Fortunately, I don't need line of sight for Sacred Flame.
Well, if you'll pardon me, miss, I need to, spike a sheep just a bit.
Corvine obliges with a rapier in his back.
Go ahead and make your attack.
Oh,
Or does she?
I mean, to be fair, he was
Stack a cloak.
rather polite. I mean, it would have been important for him to...
Stab him in the back.
Yeah.
he was so polite that she didn't realize she should stop him until after he already left her.
Those etiquette classes really, really sink in over time.
Everyone thought he was wasting his time, but see? Now who's laughing?
See, he's a noble who took a dip in Bard.
All right. He has advantage against Dandy currently, correct?
Yeah, he does.
Okay. Then he hits, I believe. Yeah, 24 versus armor class.
Oh yeah.
You take 11 damage.
5.
Look at my HP bar. What
I
is
would like
going
to,
I would like to as well.
but I can't
Yeah,
see
that would be
it.
great.
You guys really not see that?
Yeah, we don't see
Oh.
Dandy.
I see everyone else's.
I can't see Sae's.
Yeah, because it hasn't linked that at all.
Well, you can
There we
still
go.
type it in.
Now we can see Dandy's HP
Oh,
bar.
mine
It's not
is typed
very-
in.
No, I have to set for them to be able to see the HP bars.
Yes.
I'm at 93 out of 110.
Okay, now I can see one over everybody except Amber.
Well, Amber doesn't have one, so
Okay.
so everything is now as it should be, I think.
Except
Oh,
my
oh,
connection.
By the way, Amber, it's your turn.
Speaking of,
It's true. It is your turn, Amber.
My connection is still not there.
So there's the guy in front of you who's looking pretty weak. That was a pretty heavy blow on him. There's the bull who's been kicking the cage, who's looking pretty roughed up. And the boar who's relatively hardy. He's taking quite a beating, but he's still ticking pretty good.
Oh, and you get advantage on this guy.
This is
Yes.
true.
because Sihon was flapping around his face.
Spooked him.
I swooped.
Sounds good to me. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm stepping out of the room after this turn.
Hold your wooden dagger up to your forehead and pretend you're a unit.
That would be a strength attack.
I think you would get proficiency because it's an unarmed attack, technically.
But for the sake of time, just go ahead and make a regular attack roll. We'll just flavor it as a headbutt. This combat
Hit him
is
with your head, but
this combat is coming near to a close, so let us expedite the process. Go ahead and just roll it. Just go ahead and roll a normal attack roll with advantage.
Oh no.
You have advantage.
That is. Oh. Yeah,
So-
roll again.
also
Roll
you have
again.
also you have a +6, not a -1.
No.
No, it's
Doesn't matter what you use.
It's a crit.
Well then.
Well, you smack him hard and he
No,
drops like a
attack,
sack of
so-
potatoes.
Sure.
You sneak attack headbutt.
Yeah, that is a sneak attack.
I'm not even gonna worry about damage because the other was a crit, so
But it's so fun to roll crit sneak attacks.
I suppose this is true.
Oh, are we
Um,
critting sneak attacks?
We do.
I-
That's how it works in 5e.
Roll
does
every-
that.
Roll everything and double it. That's my rule.
This ain't no Pathfinder.
Essentially, the doubling happens. You figure out your damage normally, and then double.
And then
doubling
you
comes
just are like,
at the
this
end.
is times 2.
Mm-hmm. So he's down. Non-lethal, I presume. Excellent. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
Still have your movement for whatever. Movement and a bonus action.
You could flank with Dandy to give him advantage against.
Oh yeah, you technically could.
Since you could sit in the same space that the dagger is on. Me. All right. Go ahead and move. I've put you to the front so you won't get buried behind anything.
Give him advantage without him having to be reckless about it.
All right. That makes it the bull's turn, who is going to. 22 versus armor class.
It's
That is 12 damage. You don't have a turn anymore. You are actually dead. That makes it Dandy's turn.
well, none of these guys are getting out of this alive.
Fair enough.
Attacks on the bull first because he's probably getting low.
And he's the most deserving right now.
This is true.
That is also true.
Go for it.
Oh, well, his face is gone.
well, never forgetty.
I assume he's dead. Go ahead and roll your damage.
12 plus 7.
Well, remember you
Total of 19.
roll everything, then double it.
Well, no, this is just added on afterwards. That's how vicious works.
Oh, right, very good. Yeah, he's gone. His face is ripped clean off.
That's Dandy's version of vicious mockery.
It'll make your face ugly.
As he screams as you rip it, and then he sort of gurgles and falls over dead. And the pig looks at you like, "Whoa! You shouldn't have done that." That's a hit.
Dandy's beyond words right now. 9.
All right,
He's getting stabbed in the butt.
that's a hit.
What?
In the butt.
In the butt. Give me that sweet, sweet damage.
Let's see it.
Whittling him down.
All right, say you might be able to finish this in one shot.
which is good because I really need to leave sooner rather than later. Just for a little
Yeah,
bit.
sorry, I didn't anticipate this
Thanks for
fight.
the break, OC.
Sorry, I didn't realize this fight would go for so long. My bad. I
She's
mean-
gonna charge
I mean,
forward.
it's been pretty one-sided, but it
You're
still
welcome.
took a while. Yes, thank you.
And
cut
we're-
the battle into halves.
And we're gonna go ahead and say we're gonna fudge rules and say you're flanking for this.
I mean, I'm already going to get a sneak attack.
I know, but roll with advantage, basically.
For the heck of it, I'm not going to first.
Well, that's a hit.
And that will have the sneak attack on it.
Oh, he's so dead.
Yeah, and then I still have this.
I mean,
But he's already dead, so that's gonna pretty much just stab a dead body.
very good then. As you stab him, he's like, oh.
I'm assuming this is lethal.
Yes, this
Okay.
one is lethal. Even though it didn't hit her, she saw what was going on.
He stabs. He's like, that's fair.
Big
Guys.
mistake.
Well, this guy is very polite.
And yeah. So that's that. Sorry that took so flipping long. I'm actually tempted to say we should just call session there, and then we'll pick up next week.
Okay, I will fly over and then that'll be.
Can I? Oh, okay.
What's up, Dandy? What do you want to do?
I wanted to finish this off, just like finish Danny off here.
Oh,
He's
you wanna
gonna
do
try to? Yeah, he's going to try to reach into Vesper's cage.
Yeah, we still have a
Alright.
cage to deal with.
Yeah, but I
Um,
needed-
No,
I
we can
needed
leave
to go
Vesper in there.
a little while ago, just for like 30 minutes.
It's your own pet Vesper.
All right. Go ahead. This will be quick, relatively speaking. Then we can come back and give it its full attention next week. Dandy, as you reach in, your hoof bounces off in between the bar, and when you do so, you see a shock run through Vesper.
I'd like to roll Arcana to see if I can find a way to disable that.
Sure. And we'll go ahead and call it session once you roll that.
And I did.
Well, there's obviously a barrier spell in place, but you don't know anything beyond that.
Like on. Oh,
Into it then. Time is a ticking, as it were. And right, so let's pick right up with Dandy then, shall we? Oh yes, that's right. Dandy just called for Baiguang.
Can we clear this turn order thing off of here?
Are we recording again?
Thank you.
Very good. Yes, if we're not recording, go ahead and start again. So Dandy, go ahead and call for Baiguang. Jim. Dandy?
Dandy.
I am a dumb fuck.
Dandy.
Yes, you just attempt to reach in and and doing so you accidentally caused Vesper pain.
Baiguang, I can't reach him. There's a magic barrier.
Baiguang looks at Tonya and hesitates, but comes over to where Dandy and the others are.
Corvine looks at Baiguang. Don't worry, I'll make sure nothing bad happens.
Baiguang nods gratefully, rushes over. He remembers what happened when Sai Hong tried to get in, so he doesn't need an update. Oh dang, this is gonna stretch my spell slots thinner than I would have liked, but he'll activate the second power of his magic peg leg to regain one used spell slot, so that he can cast Dispel Magic on the cage.
If
See
you
if that removes the barrier.
if you were stingy of your spell slots, he would have given you the puppy dog eyes.
Oh no, he's here for Vesper first.
Yeah.
Tonya was a surprise.
That's a spell?
Yeah.
What, dispel magic?
No. Dispel evil and good.
Oh yes, that's the thing.
What? What does that do?
That makes everyone neutral.
Oh no.
So that the
You lose your paladin powers. Or your aligned cleric powers.
Congratulations, you're now a warrior. Congratulations, you're now a wizard.
so that the neutral extremists can walk in and take out all the good and evil guys and condemn their cause.
I would
make-
presume it like counters evil summons and good summons and such. But...
Alright, so go ahead and make a caster level check. Or your spellcasting ability check.
Okay, so it's a higher than a third level spell that made the barrier then.
Indeed.
Okay. Let me.
It was 9th level.
So does anybody want to assist Baiguang in this endeavor?
Yes, actually.
Somehow.
Let's see how to flavor this.
Okay, what do I actually roll? Oh, just make a check with my.
I mean,
charisma.
Sai identified that it was a barrier, so she's going to try and help break it.
Raise
Alright,
your arms and give Baiguang your power.
Yes. Spare me your energy.
All right, so that's your flavor for giving him advantage, or are you actually attempting?
That's my flavor for giving him advantage.
Okay.
Okay,
Any
so-
other assistances while
I
we're
give him
here?
Bardic Inspiration, my last one.
Marvelous. And any guidance for here?
I can't use guidance because that's concentration.
Ah, gotcha.
Hmm,
I mean, you
if
could
want.
You could break your current concentration.
I could, but I'm not gonna.
Fair enough.
It's not right now.
Okay.
So make my check with advantage then, and then inspiration on top of that.
That's what it
Wait,
sounds like.
No, what?
Alright.
He's going to get a. Let's play a harp song for good luck.
Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, it's very important. 'Cause that
Aha!
No. Oh.
Yay!
That is specifically Baiguang's theme song, as played by Dandy.
I forgot that was a thing.
Yes, I just remembered I uploaded this. Although unfortunately I have two for Corvine, and one of them is the correct one. Clear that up later.
Well,
gotta get those straightened out. So I'll make my
Question:
check.
Does
DC
I have
is,
one on there?
Not yet.
No.
I'm gonna go
DC
badger
is
Vamp about that.
Do it.
10
I mean, these-
plus. Oh. Go ahead.
These were commissioned. These were commissioned before you're part of the movie, so. But anyways,
Yeah,
continue,
no, I was talking to
Baiguang.
badger him about
We'll
that.
badger
so-
him anyway.
So the
Badger,
DC will be 10 plus the level of the spell.
Shout outs to Vamp.
Ramp!
Vamp
Wow.
inspired me. Thank you, Sai. For
So
the advantage.
as Baiguang begins working the magic to dispel it and discovers it's more powerful than he anticipated, Sai accurately estimates how much power he'll actually need and offers him a bit of guidance, and Baiguang is able to get over his initial surprise, get back into the zone, focus, and with a concentrated but powerful burst of energy, unleashes the dispel magic.
You just gotta find the path of least resistance, like Simon the Driller.
And the cage blows clean off and all, and to
But then,
nearby roof. And so the cage goes flying off, and Vesper sort of slumps to the ground with a series of ropes and chains attached to him.
Just
And
a
you-
dandelions.
And you sense that there is, well, these ones are not attached to the places that are ideal, shall we say.
So is he's still unconscious and chained up?
Yes, and there you notice that there's a chain and a cord wrapped around his horn.
You know, I see Vester tied up like that, and I pull out my magic staff.
of healing.
Excellent. And I presume you use it?
Yes.
All right. As you touch the staff to it, you see the magic flow from it into Vesper, up through him, into his horn, and down into the cart.
What did you say?
Wait, what's going on there?
The healing magic went from the staff into Vesper, through Vesper, up into his horn, down into the cord that was attached to it, and dissipated into the cart.
Oh.
Ah, it's an anti-magic thing, which is why you should stab it.
I agree.
Bagwong is gonna lay hooves on Vesper because that is not a spell. To see if that works, he's gonna restore 3 hit points, or attempt to anyway.
All right. You see some smaller wounds on him clear up, but he still appears to be unconscious. Dandy, you cut the cords, I take it?
Yep. I try to use that fancy dagger.
All right. You slice through the cord, and there's not much issue. And Vesper suddenly sort of shakes violently, and his eyes begin to creak open as consciousness, horrible consciousness, begins to return to him.
Okay, now I try to remove the thing from his horn.
It removes relatively easily. It appears the cord was the major problem, and the chain was mostly there just to keep him in place.
I panic a little bit seeing him writhe like that, and try to push more healing magic into it.
This time, the healing magic stays within him, and his eyes clear up a bit as they slowly creak open, and he seems to become a little more lucid.
Vesper, what? Vesper, speak to me.
You may do so if you wish, Vesper.
Oh, I have to actually turn my mic on first.
What?
Ruined.
Vesper, what sort of nonsense are you talking about? What's a mic?
But yeah, so Dandy is asked if you're okay, and your world is horrible pain and clearing up pain, but you do understand the question that was asked of you.
Wait, what was the question? I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
He's
Pretty
still a
much.
little out of it.
Yes, he is still very out of it.
But he gives a
Give him a
quick
moment.
pretty much.
He turns to where he hears Dandy coming from. He's like, Dandy, I've maybe been better. What happened? Is my mic cutting out?
Yes.
I think it might be.
We can't hear you in character at all.
Oh no.
Eat the microphone, please.
And as you're saying, he's like,
Is this better?
oh dear. But yes, he's like,
Yeah, he groans and he's like, I've been better.
He hugs you really tight. It might hurt a bit.
It hurts. Dandy, please.
But sorry. I'm just so glad you're okay.
How much healing did he receive, other than the 3 hit points? What?
I haven't checked the staff of healing how much it does.
I don't know, we'll say 16. That sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
Like, was it just the magic thing that was broken? He's still tied up, isn't he?
Yeah, he's still chained to the cart, but
Well, then he tries
But
to
the
sit
card
up and
is no
fails.
longer sucking out your magic.
Well,
what'd you say, Vesper?
I said he tries to sit up, or push himself up, but fails because he's not physically able to.
He tries to undo the chains.
It's not too hard. You are fairly strong, so.
He'll break him if he has to.
Sai, where are you going?
And is there anything else anybody else wishes to say?
I
On?
try to lift him up onto his hooves.
Bagwan, I need you.
And I was gonna do Tanya stuff, but apparently not.
OC, can you flip me around?
Sure. He gets to his hooves alright. He's shaky. Everything hurts, but he's standing.
No kiss.
And
What?
yeah, you know how this is gonna end.
You know what comes next.
So now they
gives
need
him
to
a
rotate at
11 kiss.
25-degree angles. Sorry.
All right, we'll go ahead and
There we
and then we'll pick up with Tanya next week.
Yes.
Pick up with Sae looking for Corvine and say,
Distraction snake.
go.
"What?"
Turns out that's the real reason Corvine didn't want you to kill the original spider. They're her masters.
Dun dun
She
dun.
meets in the background.
Well,
And yes, I have been ticking off rounds of Baiguang's concentration while we did stuff.
sorry again. My apologies for that running so
Oh,
well. Stars, you weren't here, so I'm gonna. How did that end up? Get out of there.
Nani?
I had D20 somehow end up my sleeve. Anyways, you weren't here for that, but if we do this again, and like say we're in the middle of another combat, and we've like gone through half our session time, feel free to like poke and be like, "OC, can we take a break now?" Because we could have taken a break during this combat.
You mean the
Twice.
thing I did?
Hmm?
You mean that thing I did?
Yes, but we could have very clearly just stopped in the middle of this combat and been like, we can pick this up like 10, 15 minutes or something like that.
I don't know. I actually like this session.
Yeah, no, I had no problems with the session. I'm house sitting for somebody, and part of my things that I'm doing include feeding animals.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a good session. I promised you a break, and it's exhausting to play for 6 hours straight. So,
Get on my level.
well,
You're
okay.
On my level, I'm about to edit Moon now.
I'm used to doing
Have to
12
follow y'all.
hours. I'm used to doing 12 hours plus, but that's beside the point. But thank you all for sticking through it. Thank you, Vesper, for coming there at the end.
OC is best liar.
I didn't expect this combat to take so long. That was.
So OC, every character has a loved one that's been captured. Right?
Yeah, no, that's what I was joking about earlier.
Nah.
I only kind of expected it to happen.
Nah.
Also, there was an event I was planning on, and that was the spider was actually going to join the fray, which would have shortened the combat, but that's just not how it panned out. So
Wait,
It would have shortened it.
you're serious?
Yes.
That would have been great.
Uh,
If
I was
Tanya
wondering about
joined
that
the
with-
combat on our side.
Oh my.
I was
Oh my
wondering about
word.
that whisper that I got.
what'd you say? What'd you say, Stars?
Said I was wondering about the significance of that whisper that I got.
What whisper? What are you talking about? You
I don't
didn't get
know.
any
It's-
whisper
I must have been hearing things.
in your mind and in your
Oh.
heart.
I am actually glad she didn't, because I don't want her to get hurt.
But
And I suppose I'll just say Baiguang's plan was/is question mark going to be to, like, now that Vesper is free, like, urgently ask Dandy to teleport all of them, including Tanya, back to Snow Dawn, and then he's going to start yelling for Espen.
That is actually what I thought of doing that sort of thing right when we met one of these things. Right when he said I could do this with a more fresh one. I just thought, okay, you know what? Keep in mind for the future.
And she seems a little more cognizant than the others that we've encountered.
Actually, I want to ask her how long she's been this way. And then...
You have advantage on persuasion checks right now for another 18 seconds.
this is tabletop. That's plenty time.
That's 3 free actions.
And if this were a Blizzard game, that'd be an eternity. Oh, can you imagine a cooldown that lasts 18 seconds?
I cut out.
Oh, unfortunate.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, depending on how long she's been this way would depend on how I react to Espen working on her.
That too.
Makes a lot of
also,
sense.
Baiguang considered asking Dandy if he could cast sleep on her, but she probably has. She's probably too hardy for that to work.
Yeah, she looks like an HP sack.
Looks like she has more than the average of 5d8.
Well, it looks like she has more
What
than
gives
4.
you that idea?
Yeah, it looks like she has more than the maximum
The max of
5d8.
5d8. That too.
Well,
Well,
if you total all the digits of her HP, the total is 6.
I see.
Wait, what?
Well, if you take all the numbers and add them together, it comes out to be 6. Like
So
with you,
only
Corvine.
123.
So with Corvine, it would be like 8, and Sae it would be 12.
Baiguang
Well,
also has
Danny
8.
would be 2, which is
No,
very misleading.
actually, for Corvine, her maximum would be 11.
Gotcha. So yeah.
What about 12 now?
So yeah. So Tanya, her if you total all the digits, that would be 6.
I'm calling 123.
I'm calling 60. Because that would be the funniest answer.
I'm not sure what you're talking about when you say 12.
600.
It really,
I mean, it could. Yeah, 600 was what I was gonna say.
Well, 4 plus 8, you have 48 HP presently or
Oh,
currently.
Oh,
That's where I'm getting.
Well,
That's where I'm getting the 12.
that comparison really amuses
Missing,
me.
okay.
Because that would mean Danny would have 2. When the real number is 100. I said this. You know what it is. I said it 5 times now.
Indeed. Although Danny's current total would be 15. No.
15. Yeah.
Yeah, 15. Yes.
Oh no, that's too lewd of a position. Yeah, I'm back. There we go.
Careful.
my word. This is a child's D&D game here.
This is a
Oh,
family
no.
This is a family-friendly game, Mr. Exploded Head.
Hey,
wasn't-
I didn't get the idea.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the guy who has exploded. I'm blaming him.
Totally his fault.
Good.
No.
Always blame the victim.
Yeah.
Whoa,
You see, yeah.
that's starting to get controversial, sir.
But is it more controversial than unconscious targets?
the
In a
way-
D&D game, yes.
By the way, I can't remember if I found this map. I think I found this map via Roll20. But I think I have it saved. So if anybody wants to use this map for one of their own games, I believe I have it lying around. I think it's a fabulous city map.
And it matches the background that you gave us.
It's true.
I was noticing that.
Which
Complete with a velvet statue in the middle of the square.
So
Yeah.
what happened?
I'll actually be honest, that was an unintentional synergy. Obviously I knew this combo was going to happen. That's kind of why I was favoring a street background. I just didn't realize the statues until we pointed it out.
Yeah, so, So, OC, I have a question.
Is it the same question you've been asking so far?
Which one?
The one about loved ones getting kidnapped?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that's not
So
a
this
question.
one-
That was a statement.
Yeah, that was a statement.
Ah.
Because I already know it's true. Anyway,
Anyway,
so so what happens if you separate the entity into two different entities and keep them both alive? Because I was paying attention.
I suppose you'd have to try it to find out.
But what if I don't want to try?
Then I suppose you'll never know.
And what if I can't convince him to try?
Well, I don't know. You're pretty persuasive. You're rocking that plus
Okay.
9.
I guess that's a fair point. I am pretty persuasive.
Granted, the dice aren't exactly like.
magnanimous.
Oh,
In general, like, oh hey, you did 4 rolls to attack someone, you miss all of them.
there you go. Now you can control your token, Vesper.
Hey.
By the way, did you fix my HP?
I can't see, I
Sure.
can't see my bars.
It's not a break anymore.
I just
I don't know, how hard are you?
need to know how, and I'll go ahead and do that.
Did
So,
you do that for everyone else already?
yeah, but I have this tendency where I learn how to do the thing for the moment, and then I forget most of it later on.
Oh, by the way, so you know how we voted? Here's what my vote was now that it's over.
It was painful.
Look, Cactus doesn't do
I-
unpainful hugs.
I hate hugs.
But how do I fix that for you?
They're
Damn,
coarse
you
and they're
jerk!
rough and they get all over everything.
No, I'm serious. I don't recall how to fix it. How
Oh,
do I fix
Vamp,
it?
you're here! Vamp, you jerk!
Yes, it's Vamp's fault.
Vamp getting called out.
Blame Banson.
Getting called out for private message stuff.
You blame Benson.
Blame Banson.
Fancy.
I mean, that's how he won. It's not my fault. That's how
play
he got the
victory
music.
theme. Play the victory theme.
That's literally how. Oh, I have to play it. Okay.
Get
here,
your
give me a
thing.
How
Put
much
your mouth
money do
on
I
it.
have to slam in your face to get 10 seconds of song in?
So what is it? You have a melodica?
That's not the.
And not that song.
No.
Oh, man.
That's sufficient. That's sufficient. Well done.
That was. I actually didn't realize I was slightly nostalgic for that song until now.